Okay, MegaWhale team, it has happened. We've seen the market crash down to $43,000 just as we predicted 4 weeks ago. It's been crazy the last few hours, and I'm just really glad that we took the time to analyze the charts and actually look at the charts and basically read what they were telling us rather than just kind of pumping our own personal opinions and our own biases into the market like a lot of people do, and then being wrong. So congratulations to everyone who followed me and has been paying attention to the content, and you're in a position now where you've got leverage over the market and you're able to really capitalize on what happens next. So if you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Obviously like, share around the video, and comment below if you have any questions. Today we got a cool video. We're going to be going over a few things. To start with, we're just going to basically show you a couple of our predictions that we did make and the charts that we pulled up. And then we'll show you the current charts just so you can see that we did in fact actually predict this. I want to show you a few messages from our members who took our advice and are now pretty grateful that they were able to sell and liquidate their positions before the crash, which is great to see. We're going to cover a bear market predictions today, where we think we're going to be heading in the short to near term if this trend continues. We are in fact in a bear market right now. We are below the 50 SMA. And we are below the 200 moving average on the 2-day chart, which we will cover. So we'll talk about our predictions, we'll talk about where we think it's going to end up, and we'll actually give you a specific date where we think the market will bottom out. We're also going to follow up on a bull market prediction and basically take a look at the chances of us actually spinning back up from here. It is crypto after all. There always is a chance that we do fully flip the trend. It is very, very unlikely, but it is definitely possible, so we're going to be taking a look. Alright guys, so if you want to find out all the information today, stay around to the end of the video. It is going to be a longer video today. We're already 2 minutes in, we haven't even started. There is a bunch of stuff I want to go over, so put a lot of effort into this one, and we're taking a lot of time to help you guys out here. So do us a favor and share this one around if you get a moment. Alright, we're going to get straight into it. We're just going to show you a couple charts. So this is the first one. We posted this one at the start of December. We actually did our second video ever on YouTube was talking about this recent move, this price action, and we actually said that we were expecting a price move. Here we go, expecting the price to continue to drop to $43,000. This was at the start of December, which is great to see. We saw that actually play out. If we come on down, this is the video here, so you can join our channel, click the link to find that video, or scroll back to YouTube if you want to double check that one. We also had a bunch of other analysis over here, which was indicating if we reject from that $47,000 range, we would end back up at $43,000, which we have done. So guys, we've been telling you, we've been basically saying for weeks now that this was going to happen, and we expected a strong move downwards. And head over to Twitter in a second here. You can come follow me on Twitter, but taking a look at some of the messages we got from our members here, which is really good to see. All selling out. This individual sold out all of his crypto a few weeks ago into USDT. He did question it at the start because everyone in the market is always telling you what to do, but we look at the market, we take our factual opinions, educated understanding of what's going to happen. We got a lot of experience analyzing his charts, and we tell you how it is. We don't tell you what you want to hear. And at the end of the day, he's a winner. He won now. He's got all of his money. He hasn't lost a cent, and he's able to rebuy when we let him know. And when we indicate that bottom is in. Here's another person who did exactly the same thing. He didn't take any trades recently. He's 100% USD right now, and he's absolutely chilling. So guys, we're going to get straight into it, and we're going to start with our 2-day chart. We're on the Bitcoin, Brave New Coin liquid index of Bitcoin. You can see we did break that 200-day moving average. Now we made a post about this one in our VIP. We're going to jump into that one real quickly and just show you guys the post we made about it, and we're going to run you through the chart today as well together, talking about it. So essentially, here is a post here before the crash, and here we are now, and we talked about it. Here we have lost a 200-day moving average 3 times on the Bitcoin's life cycle. We're at 31st of August 2014, we saw a 69% drop. 11th of August 2018, 56% drop, and 4th of March, the COVID crash, was a 51% drop. So we're going to get those points up on this chart here. We'll chuck it onto a log chart and zoom in, so it'll be a little bit easier, but we're just going to quickly put a vertical line up on the chart. We can actually indicate these points of where we did crash below. So we take down initial crash here, and then we're going to draw our lines into the bottom, and we can actually see where we expect the price to go. And there's a pretty cool pattern we're going to show you today, which will basically perfectly determine where this bull market will end. So let's just show you here. We're going to draw our price down, 67% drop. All right, that was a 200-day moving average break on the 2-day. All right, same thing over here, 51% drop, and then here obviously has not happened yet. All right, oh, we missed one, my bad. And here, of course, all right, 55% drop. So we can see every single time we've broken our 200 moving average, we've actually gone downward, and we've went into a bear market. So let's bring up the 1 week chart. I want to show you where I think the price will be heading for the bear market. So if we do continue bear market, and of course we are in a bear market now, we're underneath the 50 SMA, which we talked about in a collab video with Wolves of Crypto. We did an hour-long discussion about where we think it's heading, and this is a perfect prediction over here. We expect every single time we see it's come down, it's dropped, and it's bounced on that 200-day moving average over here. We can see perfectly. It sometimes does wick below, but it will mostly hold around that level and continue upwards. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I've just got someone spam messaging me. I'm just going to turn it on mute. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right. So continuing forward, where do we think the price is going to go? So we do expect it to be coming down to this range here. The 25,000 to 30,000 range is our target. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a daily analysis, and we're going to be taking a look at the distance between the crashes. Now, obviously, this was an anomaly, so we're going to leave this one out, but the average length is about, let's have a look, so 267 days, and then we got the initial drop to the initial bottom, so it's 182 and about 140. So we're going to round it to about 170 days is going to be our average. So we're going to go back to a 2-day chart, and what we're going to do is we're going to say 180 days. So we'll go to one week, sorry, my bad, and we'll go back to our standard chart. There we go. So we're going to say 170 days from that break point, which was here. So we've got 170 days, which will bring us to the end of, basically the end of June, and we'll give or take a little bit. So we'll say anywhere between the end of June, we'll chuck it in over here, a vertical line, and we'll add another block or 2 blocks to the 11th of July. All right, so this period here, that's about a 10-day period. We believe it's going to bottom out here. If we take a look at the 200-day moving average here, and we take a 175-day period, so we're going to take a 175-day period just to even them out. 175-day period, that's close enough. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the distance between the top and bottom. Calculate distance between top and bottom, and what we're going to do, we're going to move this over here, and then we're going to expect, this is what we expect here, is we expect the 200-day moving average, all right, to continue at that trajectory, meeting up here. So that is how that's how we came with our prediction today. We're just going to use a vertical analysis and we're specifically looking at the dates between the initial break of that 200-day moving average and the bottom out at that 200-day moving average on a weekly. Then we're looking at the 200-day moving average itself. We're just doing a small ratio analysis between distance vertically and distance horizontally, and applying that as a continuation to a 200 moving average moving forward up into our designated predicted bottom, which is in this period here. This would indicate the bottom to be anywhere between about 24,000, and we'll give it a range, and I'd say anywhere between 24,000 to about 28,000, and safe prediction 25,000 to 30,000. So guys, that is our bear market prediction. Now, historically, this will be held true. Historically, we have seen in the past the exact thing happen 3 times before. There's no reason why it was going to happen again. If we do fully reverse, obviously a lot of market manipulation and external factors can push the market back up, but we'll cover that in a separate video. We are going to move down now to take a look what is the bearish scenario, what is the bullish scenario, sorry, and what are the chances of the trend actually reversing from here and us heading up and ignoring all these bearish indicators. All right, so let's move on. We're going to bring up another chart. Let's take a look at this one here. So this is another chart. We do have our wedge. We can see RSI resistance broke and we shot up. We can see it over here. Let's take our brush out here. And we're seeing a similar pattern over here. We did have that initial breakout, which did send us up, and we were hoping for a break and close above 53,000 to restart that run. All right, we didn't have that, and that is where we called the signal and really warned you guys that we were going to crash down. And that's exactly what happened. We came and crashed down. We're now back underneath that RSI resistance, and we're underneath our long-term trend line. We are in a very dangerous spot, but all hope is not lost. We can definitely still have a bounce here, but it needs to be a very, very significant bounce. I've said in my chat, I've said in the Telegram channel, I am bearish unless two things happens. I'm bearish unless we close a 2-day candle above $48,500, or I am bearish until that bearish scenario played out, which was we come down and we retest that 200-day moving average. I will be bullish there. So those are the two indicators I'm looking for. Those are the two price range I'm looking for. Currently on that short-term time frame, we do have a little bit of support in this range between 41,500 and 43,000. We're currently 43,200. If we fall below this level, the key point being 42,500, we fall below that level, we are going to continue downwards. All right, that is a short term. Now, as you see the chart here, if we do get above this resistance and we are able to hold it and flip it as support, and we are able to get over 48,500, we can definitely push higher again to 70,000. The only problem I have with this is we have to retrace eventually. We have to come down and retest a 200-day moving average on that daily chart, on that weekly chart eventually. So whether we crash down now and continue, or whether we pump and crash and continue, the result is going to be the same. We don't have a lot of time left, in my opinion. I think time is running short, and we're seeing people are less interested in buying right now. The market's crashed a lot. Interest rates are probably going to be rising, which is bad for on-risk assets like Bitcoin. As much as people want to scream bullishness, we're looking at the data, we look at the charts. This is exactly what the charts are telling us. If you want to ignore it, feel free and ignore it, but this is the facts. The reason we're able to predict everything so accurately is because we look at the facts. We predicted this entire crash to the T to $28,000. We predicted that way back, I think it was the 6th of March or something. It was super early, weeks and weeks before it happened. We predicted that we would bottom out in July at 28,000 before this crash even happened. We did it by using a similar analysis to what we're doing right now, which is a date to distance analysis, a vertical analysis between the price and the MACD on the daily and weekly chart. All right, it's very simple when you look at the data and you know what you're looking for, guys. Don't get caught up in the trap of following these big accounts who claim to know everything but actually know nothing. A lot of them are just influencers and not traders. They don't know what they're talking about, and a lot of people have lost a lot of money because of them. And I'm just trying to warn you guys, I'm not perfect, I'm not a perfect trader, but I am looking at the facts. And if you want open and honest opinions, educated market updates that cover everything, both bullish and bearish, you're definitely in the right place. So consider subscribing. And I think that's it for today's video. We've given you a good overview of where we expect the price to go in the short term and the long term, both bullish and bearish scenarios. We've given you key critical prices that we do need to hold and key critical prices that we do need to break for us to become bearish or bullish again. But as of right now, we are officially in a bear market, and we do expect the prices to drop. All right, thanks for tuning into the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We do have a couple more videos coming. We are going to do our zoo keeper analysis. We have a QNT analysis coming, and we also have a collaboration with Wolves of Crypto. We're going to cover the general market more, not just Bitcoin, but we'll look at Ethereum, we'll look at altcoins, and that's going to be tomorrow morning. So the video should be up by midday tomorrow, Australian Brisbane time. Again, guys, any questions, comment below, join our Twitter, join our Telegram, and as always, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it, and it's so great to see you guys going around this channel, and yeah, just very happy with it all. All right, thank you, team. I'll see you in the next video.